Let's go. It's for my town, bruh. I know we've been abused. I hold us down, bruh. That's either win or lose. Wait, what I'm talking about? We ain't finna lose. See, cause failure is an option we ain't finna choose. So if you didn't know, you need to get used to me. I'm trying to place Dayton back up where we used to be. That mean I gotta put the crown on my city's head.
Welcome to Dayton Pioneers. I am here with Mrs. Debria Rice, the pioneer of pioneers that led to changes into the show and positive changes. She inspired me so much in our first interview.
Thank you for having me. My name is Debria Rice, and I am one of the co-founders of the 6888 Kitchen Incubator, and I'm also the executive kitchen manager.
Okay. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk with the Dayton Pioneers. I became familiar with the story of the 6888, like most people, through the Tyler Perry film. When did you become aware of the 6888, and what part of their story inspired you to name the kitchen incubator the 6888?
So we were, the three of us came together to actually do this project. At the time when we started it, so it'll be 6 years now that we started on this project, we had not heard of that name.
Okay.
We were not familiar with the 6888 at all. Of course, Charity Adams Early from Dayton, Ohio, she lived in Dayton, Ohio. We were familiar with her, but had never heard of the story. So about, I would say 4 years ago or so, we were into the planning of this, and we started trying to figure out what we should name the kitchen.
Okay.
So we were on a Zoom call, and we're like, what should we name the kitchen? And we were coming up with all kind of crazy names. And Charlinda had actually done a podcast herself.
Okay.
And when she was telling the guy the concept of what we were trying to do, and these three Black women and doing something that had never been done and all that, he said, you ladies remind me of the women of the 6888 Postal Battalion. And Charlinda is a veteran, but she had never heard the story.
Okay.
So he told her, a little bit of what he knew, and she came back and researched it, and she brought it to us, and she was like, "Hey guys, I have an idea.
Right.
I think we should, consider this." And so when we started doing our research and we, looked it up, and when she told us the story, we were like, "That's it. Like this has to be the name. It's perfect. What those women did just shows, the resilience, and we knew that many people didn't know the story because we didn't. So we wanted to honor those women and begin telling that story, because we knew that people would ask us, what does that mean? Why did you choose that? So that was the reason why we chose to do that. And again, this was about 2 years before we found out Tyler Perry was creating a movie. We're more so focused on actual entrepreneurs who are running a food business. So if you have a product, whether it's just consumer to food to consumer, or if you're going to try to sell a product in Kroger or in a grocery store, that's who our focus is on. And we want you to be able to come here and get the education that you need, because we do have an education program that's called Sharpen the Axe. Get the education that you need, and then from there, use that education to run your business. And you can run your business here, or you can, be elsewhere. But we want to help you and grow and scale, and then graduate from our space into your own brick and mortar or whatever it is that you want to do.
Okay. I just want people to walk away with information and inspiration. Okay. So you provided both just by your story, the story behind the 6888, and how it resonated so much during your process, so far along in your process, that you just had felt that this was the name, and this was what it had to be. And the fact that it teaches and inspires as well, that's definitely something that I want all of my viewers to walk away with, is inspiration and information. Sit down with this. Part of this series is about putting a light on people that deserve a light. People that aren't doing it for the attention, but definitely deserve attention. And once I became familiar with let the people know exactly what the idea is, the concept of a kitchen incubator is.
Kitchen Incubator is basically a place specifically for food entrepreneurs, and it helps them grow and scale. So just think about, we all probably know a food entrepreneur, somebody who started off at home, maybe whether it's catering or baking or whatever. The incubator is where they will come to get the education, mentorship, and resources that they need to actually grow and scale that business. If you're a food entrepreneur and you start off at home like I did, but you're looking to grow and scale your business, we have the resources here for you to do so. So we're looking for anybody in the food space, whether you're doing catering, baking, a consumer packaged good, whatever it is.
I want to thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with the Dayton Pioneers. And I look forward to collaborating with you in the future, possibly, and just what's next, because I know this isn't it for you.
Having me, I appreciate it. I look forward to sitting down with you again whenever the next thing comes up or happens. I tell people all the time that this particular project that I'm on is divinely ordered by God. I truly believe that.
Exactly.
His hand is
I
all
get
over
that.
it.
And that's why I said I know this isn't it.
Yeah, his hand is all over it. And people keep saying, like, you do realize this is just the beginning,
Right.
Oh, well, hi, I am Martina Scott. I am the owner of Boss Potatoes. I have been in business for 4 years. I have been at the 688 Kitchen Incubator for 8 months. I am introducing him to my salmon cheesesteak potato. It's loaded with bell peppers, onions, banana peppers, mozzarella cheese, and salmon.
I cannot wait to bash this. Me and Deuce about to be hooked. Thank you so much.
You gotta let me know how you like it.
And it's not Women's History Month isn't the thing. It's just the fact that it's Women's History Month. I want to highlight women for this month.
And we appreciate you for that.
Okay.
I love when the kids appreciate good food.
Oh, yeah.
And, my goal is to cater to the kids. Okay. Once I get up and running how I want to be, I'm going to start catering to the kids. Because, they don't get a chance to go out and eat.
I got a great idea for you. That'd be good for marketing your business as well. You know how everybody have those sipping paints or whatever? Why don't you have like some Shirley Temples, and people build their own potatoes, make their own potatoes.
It's so funny that you said that, because I have that already planned for April 19th for the kids.
Wow. Oh my God. The universe. And that means it's universally accepted.
I got to do it because that's confirmation right there.
Exactly.
And it's so funny you said that, because I want to show you my invitation later.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to say to
just
my followers and your followers?
Follow me on Facebook. I'm under Martina Scott. I'm under Boss Potato. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm also at 32 South Ludlow Street.
At the 688
Kitchen Incubator. That's where you can find me 6 days a week.
Okay.
And
that's where the trap house is. This is our trap house down here, because she definitely got me hooked. And my son and I will be back. And wow, I look forward to trying other iterations of your potatoes.
Oh yeah, I got flavors to go.
She got flavors. I sound like you. And the universe threw it at you. That's how you know it's real.
In real life.
And that's the purpose of this whole podcast, is to, man, let people know that this is real.
My name is Brianna Parks. I'm one of the owners at Side Piece Soul Cafe. I've been at the 688 Kitchen for about 7 months. And the wings that I provided to you today were tropical barbecue with raunchy ranch on them. I gave you 6 side chicks. Okay. So hopefully you don't get in trouble.
Wings from the Side Piece Soul Cafe. I'm about to bash these mugs. She said these are 6 side chicks. She said, I'm gonna get in trouble. I said, no, I'm not. I'm single. Pioneer Day down here.
Oh, no. It sounds good. That sounds like a good idea.
Not gonna be enough. I'll put your face in there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. sitting down with Brianna Parks, owner of the
Side Piece Soul Cafe, located at 32 South Ludlow Street, Dayton, Ohio 45402.
Okay. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. She was preparing a very large order when I arrived. She actually had me come at 10 and I ain't gonna say we're gonna
It's okay. Don't get me on the time, but
right. Well,
yeah.
she's busy, so you got to work around pioneers. Now, she's not initially from Dayton, but if you putting on for the city and you putting on in the city, you can be in the pioneer mob. And she's an honorary member of the pioneer mob, even though she's not from Dayton. How long have you been living in Dayton?
I've been in Dayton now a little over a year.
Okay.
I came to Dayton because I wanted to be able to check out the food scene. Someone had a restaurant. It was like, I think this will be a great new start for you after I had experienced some loss in my life.
Okay.
My mom and my sister passed away, and I just was trying to get away and start new. Okay. Like I had a lot of loss, and I just wanted to start fresh. And when they offered me that opportunity, it just seemed like Dayton would be a fresh start for me. And then just when I looked up the city and everything, it was a little bit smaller than where I was at. I was in Cleveland, so it was a little bit smaller, and just it seemed to be like a more intimate place, like not as vast as Cleveland is, and just
not being from here, you don't realize this, but Dayton is actually the blueprint for small town USA that blew up, and then we dreamed too big, and then they overspent our money and everything dried up and left. But Dayton is the blueprint for small town USA. You will, if you can make it in Dayton, you can make it anywhere because we are the blueprint. So Dayton is a great place to start with opening a business. So we definitely appreciate you adding to the economy of Dayton and giving us variety in the things that we have available to. What else would you like the people to know about yourself?
I just like how Dayton represents community for me.
Okay.
Since I've come here, I've really have found my tribe, I would say.
Okay.
Like I've been able to, in a short amount of time, just have so many people that support my brand genuinely.
Okay.
And I appreciate that. Like customer service and just building a great rapport with the customers is like the key for me. That's the foundation of my business. I think one of the important things too is just listening to the customers. I read every single review and I take in account everything.
Comments,
I know they tell you that, but to me, it's important what the people think.
Okay.
And I think that every point has something valid to say. Okay.
So based upon the wings that you provided for me yesterday, I can just tell, and she had a soul rolled out. She was tapping her foot while she was eating it. I can only imagine that the only pushback you're getting is about the name. That's a controversial name.
I do not get any pushback
Everybody
about the
just
name.
loves it, huh?
People ask, well, where did the name come from? And I'm honest, I was somebody's side piece.
Okay.
And somebody said that I will never be more than a side piece. But look at that, it's not true. So, and everybody's situation is different.
Right.
I do not try to judge people because you don't know why they're in certain circumstances. So you might be somebody's side piece right now,
right.
And I don't know why. That's not my business.
Right. And it's not your fault.
You could come here and eat what you want, eat like you want. If you want to be a hog, go ahead. I'm not here to judge you. That's all it is.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you too.
Finish prepping your orders. And she's located at the Kitchen Incubator, the 6888 Kitchen Incubator. This place is a wealth of inspiration because I came down here just to interview Debria, and I got all these other interviews. Thank you. And where can the people get in contact with you? On your social
you can
media?
call us 216-562-9840. Also, you can follow us on Instagram at Side Piece Soul Cafe and the same on Facebook.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you
have
too.
a wonderful day.
You too.
It's quick and so this is our open kitchen. We actually have 6 kitchens in this space. at any moment, at any point, 6 different businesses can be operating at one time. We are a 24-hour facility, so we do not close. And each member has access to the kitchen on their phone, so I don't necessarily have to be here. These are shared spaces, so once she leaves for today, if someone needs to come in behind her and use the space, they're able to do so. Each space is outfitted a little bit differently. So like this one has a combo burner and griddle, a deep fryer, oven, but they're all a little bit different, just depending on the needs of the member and what they need, what they need to do, what they're making. Here we just have some additional storage, small wares. We have a backup 3-compartment sink back here, and our ice machine. And through here we have our walk-in refrigerator. We still got one left from our anniversary event. I didn't even know that was here. And then this is just our we call this the receiving area. So they, as you can see, they working because this stuff all over the place. But that's how it is at a kitchen. But we use this door. This is the alley, and they bring their stuff in through here and boxes and stuff, and then they take it back out to the dumpster. But yeah, we keep cleaning supplies here. We also have a retail store, so if you ever stop in to buy food from some of our members, we have retail products as well. So we sell drinks and frozen. We have a guy who sells sea moss, who's a member of our kitchen. And then over on the front entrance, if you want to get that, at some point, we have other products that have been locally made by people in the city of Dayton, as well as some of our members. And this is our main dish room. We got a donation from Hobart, so we have a nice dishwasher. And then this is the 3-compartment sink. So this is where most people wash dishes, but we have that backup area too. So I have a baking pod. So a lot of our bakers use this space. It's the only space for now that has a door on it where you can come in and shut the door if you want to or need to. It has a double oven in here as well. This is the retail area I was telling you about, where you can get products that have been made by local entrepreneurs. So our co-founder, Sherlinda, she has her own sauce, Kamut sauce, which we have here available. We have jollof rice, Guided by Mushrooms is here with us. We also have merchandise. So if you're interested in supporting the kitchen, you can get 6888 merchandise. We have hats and t-shirts. This particular space is what you call the rotunda. So they have like weddings and big events in this particular space. But this building has been here over 100 years, and it just got renovated about 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. Okay. So there's a lot of history. It's probably the most historic building in Dayton, one of the most historic buildings in Dayton. And it almost got torn down, but they got the funding to renovate it. So like that area over there, that building is a resource for small businesses, the Entrepreneur Center. So there's a lot of offices in that space, small business resources in that space. Then you have the art company here, 2 restaurants, and then our space is the 6888 Kitchen Incubator. We provide resources for small entrepreneurs in the food space. And then there's gonna be a hotel coming on this side and some shops. So if you look it up, Dayton Arcade online, also look up Awaking the Giant. I've heard of that. There's a documentary about.
See, cause failure is an option we ain't finna choose. So if you didn't know, you need to get used to me. I'm trying to place Dayton back up where we used to be. That mean I gotta put the crown on my city's head. I read the news and then I heard that my city's dead. And so I ran into the mortuary and came out with a corpse I've been forced to